Hi, everyone. I hope that you're having a really great day, whatever day this comes out. This is very short. I just wanted to discuss with you that there is a way to read the Bible. Now, a lot of people feel like they will just pick up the Bible and put their finger in a certain page, pick a certain verse, read it, and feel like, oh, okay, well, I got it, that was enough. But I think that you do have to consider a certain hierarchy that is, and a lot of men are really quick to talk about hierarchies. But biblically, in life in general, the Most High comes first. So, anytime you read anything about what the Most High is saying, that has to take precedence over everything anybody else says. Of course, when you read what the Most High says, it's generally through a prophet. So, the most high level prophet is, of course, his son, Yeshaya. So anything that Yeshaya says, where he is telling you about the Most High, and you have to look at it that way because no matter how good, faithful, true, or whatever anybody else in the Bible was, or anybody else might be now, they are still flawed. They are still imperfect. They have only been three perfect people on the earth, and that was Adam and Eve, and both of them lost their perfection. The only person who came on the earth and kept it was the Savior. So, whatever he says goes. If anybody, no matter how great they may seem to you, disagrees with him or says something different, no, you have to go with the Savior because He is the Son of the Most High. He was the only person who was up there with Him, as far as we know, and came down and told you about it. After that, then you have the disciples. Now, the reason why the disciples come after the prophets who come after the major prophet, which is the Savior, is because, as I said, no matter how perfect they may have been, they had flaws. Savior had no flaws. Whatever he said was right. Whatever they said, well, it might be 99% right, but still, living their lives, they made mistakes. The Savior did not make mistakes. So I think that when you read the Bible that way, and when you consider that the Savior said it is complete when he passed, if he didn't say it, maybe you should read his words more closely. Maybe he did say something um, that would enlighten whatever issue it is you have. So I wanted to keep this short and I wanted to just give you something to think about because people will walk up and say, it says in the book, it says in the Bible. Okay, well, who said it? Under what conditions did he say it? Who was he talking to? Because as I've said in other videos, or at least in I think one other video, that when you're talking to one group of people, you might say one thing, and when you're speaking to another group, you might say something else. When you're speaking to your children, you might say something very different than what you would say if you were talking to your husband or a friend or whatever. So I also believe you have to read the Bible with the sense of who, what, when, where. When you do that, I'm not sure if how applies, but when you do that, it does make a big difference. When you know that the Savior said something and he was talking only to his people, or if he's speaking to a mixed group, or when anyone is speaking, who are they speaking to and under what conditions? When you look at that, it does change certain things and make certain things a little easier to understand. Well, this was just something to think about. And you guys, if you have any questions or concerns, please leave them in the comments. And you guys have a great rest of your day.